Welcome to one of the most comprehensive guides on newborn care that you'll find anywhere. Being a new parent is overwhelming, exhausting, and filled with moments where you feel completely lost and unsure. But what if I told you there are simple secrets, little-known tricks that experienced parents use every single day that can make your life dramatically easier? Today, I'm sharing 7 incredible newborn secrets that will transform how you care for your baby. These aren't complicated techniques requiring expensive equipment. These are practical, proven methods that work in real life with real babies. Let's dive in. Secret number 1, the nighttime diaper game changer. Did you know that around 6 weeks of age, your newborn starts pooping less frequently during the night? This is a biological milestone that most parents don't know to look for, but it's absolutely game-changing when it happens. When this shift occurs, it drastically reduces the number of diaper changes needed during the night, because you don't need to change your baby's diaper after every single pee. This is fantastic news, because it means significantly more sleep for both you and your baby. Here's why this matters so much. Changing a diaper is quite stimulating for a newborn. The lights, the movement, the cold wipes, the exposure to air, all of it signals to their brain that it's time to be awake and alert. This makes it much harder for them to fall back asleep afterward. Therefore, minimizing changes also reduces the time you both spend awake each night, sometimes by hours over the course of a week. So here's what you need to do. As soon as you notice that your little one is pooping less during the night, apply a thick barrier cream or ointment before putting them to bed. This protective layer will reduce the likelihood of diaper rash developing overnight, and will allow you to safely postpone the diaper change until the following morning. Your baby's skin will be protected, and you'll both get more consecutive hours of precious sleep. Now, if your baby starts leaking through their diaper at night despite not needing changes for poop, simply use a larger diaper size during nighttime only. This might seem counterintuitive if your baby fits perfectly in their current size during the day. But here's the logic. More padding means more absorption capacity, which means more pee will be absorbed without leaking through. Many parents resist going up a size because they worry about fit, but for nighttime purposes, the extra absorbency is worth any slight looseness. You can always stick with the smaller size during daytime hours when you're changing more frequently anyway. This is just one of several somewhat unusual but incredibly useful tips and tricks that I'm going to share with you in this video, all designed to make life with a newborn so much easier and more manageable. Secret number 2, the baby boy bathroom trick. The next tip is specifically for parents of baby boys and is also related to bathroom matters. I promise not all the tips are about this, but these particular ones are absolute lifesavers. If you have a boy, you've probably already experienced this frustrating scenario. The moment you remove his diaper, he decides it's time to pee, spraying everywhere and creating a mess you weren't prepared for. I vividly remember when this happened for the first time with my son. I was scrambling to grab another diaper to try to catch the stream, but I was far too slow to prevent the mess. It got on his changing table, on his clothes, on the wall, somehow even on me. And it seemed to happen almost every single time I changed him. I started to think my son had impeccable comedic timing. Well, you might be surprised to learn that it's actually not voluntary at all. When you remove a baby boy's diaper, it's the exposure to air, specifically cooler air, that typically triggers him to urinate. It's a natural physiological response that his body can't control. So to prevent this messy situation, you can do one of 2 things, and both work remarkably well. First option, you can wipe a cold baby wipe across his belly before removing the diaper. This cold sensation often triggers him to urinate while the diaper is still on and positioned to catch everything. It's like a preemptive strike against the spray. Wait about 10 to 15 seconds after wiping, and you'll often hear or see him peeing into the diaper that's still fastened. Then you can safely remove it without incident. Second option. Before removing the diaper, simply fan the front of the diaper open and closed a few times, creating little bursts of cool air. It may look a bit strange if anyone's watching, but this exposure to cool air will often trigger any pee to be released while the diaper is still in place to catch it. Again, wait a few seconds, and then remove the diaper safely. This simple trick has saved countless parents from unnecessary laundry and cleanup. Secret number 3. The blowout survival strategy. Since we're still talking about diapers, let's address another common situation that newborn parents frequently have the pleasure of dealing with: the dreaded poop blowout. These explosive diaper situations seem to defy the laws of physics, with poop somehow traveling up your baby's back, out the leg holes, and onto surfaces you didn't think were possible. When a blowout happens, the clothing your little one is wearing can make all the difference between an extremely messy diaper change and one that's merely unpleasant. Here's the secret that many new parents don't know. If possible, dress your baby in onesies or shirts where the fabric overlaps at the shoulders in an envelope style. You've probably noticed these shoulder flaps on baby clothes and wondered what their purpose was. Now you're about to find out. Clothing with this envelope shoulder overlap allows you, when your baby has a poop explosion, to simply pull the garment down over their body instead of up over their head. This is absolutely crucial because pulling contaminated clothing up over your baby's face and head spreads poop everywhere, in their hair, on their face, in their ears, sometimes even in their mouth. It's traumatic for everyone involved and creates so much more work. By pulling down instead of up, you contain the mess to the lower body, avoiding the face and hair entirely, and making cleanup significantly easier and faster. You simply slide the onesie down the body, roll it off carefully, and dispose of it. Your baby's head stays completely clean. It's such a simple difference in technique, but it changes everything about managing blowouts. Once you know this trick, you'll start looking specifically for clothing with envelope shoulders, and you'll wonder why anyone makes baby clothes without this feature. It's that useful and that important for those early months when blowouts are a regular occurrence. Secret number 4. The grasping reflex solution. Another thing you'll notice at some point, probably sooner rather than later, is that your newborn will start grabbing absolutely everything within reach, including your hair, jewelry, earrings, necklaces, or anything dangling. This grabbing habit isn't intentional or malicious. Your baby isn't trying to hurt you or be difficult. It happens because of something known as the palmar grasp reflex. This is an automatic, involuntary reflex that occurs when something strokes or touches the palm of your newborn's hand. The sensation causes their fingers to close automatically and grip whatever triggered the reflex. So as soon as something brushes or touches their palm, their fist closes around it tightly, and usually it's anything hanging down near them: your hair, your jewelry, your earrings, or even your finger. You'll also notice something frustrating. If you try to pull the object out of your baby's hand directly, their little fingers actually grip tighter. It's an automatic response, and fighting against it just makes it worse and can even hurt your baby's delicate fingers. But there's an easy way to solve this that's gentle for your little one and doesn't require any struggle or force. All you need to do is gently bend your newborn's wrist forward, toward the inside of their forearm. This simple movement won't hurt the baby at all, and it actually causes their little fingers to automatically open and release whatever they're holding. It works like magic every single time. You can then remove whatever they were grasping without causing any additional pain, struggle, or distress. This trick is also extremely useful during bath time when you're trying to clean between your little one's fingers. Newborns often keep their fists tightly clenched, making it nearly impossible to clean between their fingers properly. Simply bending the wrist forward will cause those tiny fingers to open up, making it much easier to clean thoroughly between them and remove any lint, dirt, or milk residue that might have accumulated there. Secret number 5. The toe cleaning reflex trick. Another difficult place to clean during bath time is between your baby's tiny toes. Those little spaces are tight, and babies often curl their toes, making access even harder. But the good news is you can make this much easier by activating another reflex that your baby has. Before I tell you which one, if you haven't done so already, click the link in the description below to get the free developmental milestone chart so you know exactly what to expect in your baby's first year of life, as well as when to be concerned about potential delays. So, to make cleaning between your little one's toes easier, you actually activate their plantar reflex, also called the Babinski reflex. When this reflex is triggered correctly, your newborn's big toe will bend back toward the top of their foot, and their other 4 toes will fan out and spread apart. This spreading creates space between the toes, making it completely possible to clean thoroughly in between. Then, removing any lint, dirt, or soap residue. To activate this reflex, you simply stroke the sole of their foot firmly from their heel up toward their toes in one smooth motion. Use your thumb or finger and apply gentle but firm pressure. You'll see the toes spread immediately. It's actually quite fascinating to watch this automatic response happen. Once the toes are spread, you can quickly clean between them before they curl back together. You may need to stroke the foot multiple times during the bath to keep the toes spread as you work. This reflex typically disappears around 12 months of age as the nervous system matures, so take advantage of it while it lasts to make bath time cleaning easier and more thorough. Secret number 6, the bath time calming method. Now I've got another bath time tip for you that will help significantly reduce your newborn's bath time screams and distress. If your little one hates having a bath or becomes extremely distressed and upset while they're in the water, there's a simple solution that works remarkably well. Simply pop in a pacifier while they're in the bath, or if your baby doesn't use a pacifier, position their hands close to their mouth so they can suck on their fingers or fist. Sucking is extremely soothing and calming for newborns. It's one of their primary self-soothing mechanisms, releasing calming hormones and lowering their heart rate. This will help stop those tears very quickly, often within seconds, and transform bath time from a screaming ordeal into a calm, peaceful experience. The sucking action provides comfort and security, distracting them from any discomfort they're feeling from the water temperature, the sensation of being wet, or the vulnerability of being naked. Many parents report that this single trick completely changed their baby's relationship with bath time. Secret number 7, the post-bath calming position. Now, if your little one gets upset when you take them out of the bath, which is also very common because of the temperature change and air exposure, here's a great way to instantly calm them down and stop the crying immediately. First, make sure they're completely dry, especially their head and back, because wet skin in cool air is uncomfortable and will make them cry more. Then you can try holding them in what we call the flex and hold position, which is incredibly effective for newborn calming. This position allows your newborn to access and suck their hands while you gently move them up and down in a rhythmic motion, while simultaneously making a loud shushing sound close to their ear. The combination of 3 elements, movement with white noise, which is your shushing sound, and sucking, is extremely soothing for a newborn's nervous system. It mimics the environment they experienced in the womb: constant movement, loud whooshing sounds, and the comfort of sucking. This powerful combination will quickly calm them down, often stopping the crying within 30 to 60 seconds. It's almost miraculous how effective it is. The key is to do all 3 elements together: the rhythmic bouncing motion, the loud shushing that matches the volume of their crying, and allowing access to their hands or a pacifier for sucking. This holding technique is actually one of 4 proven positions you can use to calm a crying newborn instantly. To discover what the other 3 positions are and how to use them effectively, watch the video linked in the description below. These techniques are based on pediatric research and have been tested by thousands of parents with consistent success. Final thoughts. These 7 secrets represent years of collective parenting wisdom. Techniques that experienced parents use every day, but that somehow don't make it into most parenting books or prenatal classes. They're practical, they're proven, and they work in real life with real babies who cry, poop, and grab things at the most inconvenient times. If you found this video helpful and these secrets useful, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next one. Every week I share more practical parenting tips, newborn care secrets, and developmental guidance to make your parenting journey easier and more confident. Share this video with other new parents who need these tips. Together, we can make parenting less overwhelming and more enjoyable for everyone.